The Farm at Lane's End. Chapter 32. The Farm at Lane's End is the ongoing story of a typical English farming family, the Bartons. Farmer Ken, his wife Jean, and their son Dave. In Chapter 32, Ken and Jean are talking about Uncle Ron. Vocabulary: a penny for your thoughts. A penny for your thoughts means, please tell me what you are thinking about. Warm-hearted means kind and loving. He was such a warm-hearted man. For the life of me. For the life of me is a phrase that means however hard I try. However hard I try, I can't remember his name. For the life of me, I can't remember his name. A chip off the old block means being the same, usually in character, as one's father. This phrase normally speaks about boys. Girls are just like their mothers. Words you might like to check: loft, keen. And now to our story. The Farm at Lane's End, Chapter 32. A penny for your thoughts, Ken. Oh, hello, Jean. I didn't hear you come in. I'm not surprised, Ken. You are far away, lost in your thoughts. I was thinking about my old Uncle Ron. He was such a warm-hearted man, always doing good for others. He was such a nice person. Jean has a question. Didn't your Uncle Ron and Auntie Sheila help your mum at one of your birthday parties? You've got a very good memory, Jean. Was it your 9th or 10th birthday, Ken? For the life of me, I can't remember, Jean. I bet you can't remember the present your Uncle Ron and Auntie Sheila gave you. You're wrong, Jean. I remember it well. They gave me a steam engine for my model railway. And furthermore, I still have it. The engine they gave me is in a box in the loft. And another thing, Jean, I can still remember the present you gave me. I don't believe you. You gave me a book about postage stamps. Stamp collecting was one of my hobbies at the time. I used to be a very keen collector. Oh, and by the way, Jean, how did you know I collected stamps? Your cousin Billy told me. Billy and I used to sit next to each other at primary school. I liked him very much. You're right, Jean. Billy was very nice. He was not only a very kind boy, he was a great friend as well. He was just like his dad, a chip off the old block. And Jean, you can do something that Auntie Sheila could do too. Your cherry cakes are fantastic. Thanks, Ken. That's nice of you. Shall we have a cup of tea? That's a good idea, Jean. There's nothing nicer than a nice cup of tea. I'll put on the kettle immediately. And now some questions. Why didn't Ken hear Jean coming in? Who was Ken thinking about? How would you describe Uncle Ron? How do you understand "for the life of me"? What did Uncle Ron and Auntie Sheila give Ken for his birthday? Why were Uncle Ron and Auntie Sheila at Ken's birthday party? How did Jean know that Ken collected stamps? How do you understand the meaning of a chip off the old block? Why was Billy just like his father? What has Jean in common with Auntie Sheila? And now the last question. How do you understand a penny for your thoughts? And that's all for this week. See you next week for Chapter 32, The Farm at Lane's End. Bye-bye for now.